Coming up on Look Today. Well, Cafe Lena in Saratoga reopens after months of renovations. We're there. I've got details. And the American Legion continues to advocate for veterans' rights. More on that coming up. And the building where Mia Poster restaurant was located in Saratoga is scheduled to be demolished. I've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, and happy first Friday of 2017. J. Hood Jackson, this is Look Today. All right, tonight's program, I sit down with Tom Fuston. He's the president and CEO of the Capital Fund of Saratoga County. He's here to talk about the possibility of the Saratoga Horse Show moving its location. I also sit down with Ed Bartholomew. He's the president of Warren County EDC. He's here to talk about new developments happening in Glens Falls and the area in 2017. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, after months of renovations, Cafe Lena in Saratoga has reopened. The historic musical venue underwent some major improvements. The spirit of the main performance room was maintained while they were able to increase capacity. Well, we spoke to Sarah Craig. She's the executive director of Cafe Lena.
It's built to be a room that has kind of an analog feel to it, but is at the same time really a world-class performance space with a great sound system and perfect sight lines throughout. And we have couches in here now in addition to our usual furniture that people are very familiar with. And what we've been finding is that people have been coming in and sitting down, and all of their skepticism just kind of drains away, and they're falling in love with the new space very quickly.
Sarah, by the way, did use the word analog. Thank you, Sarah. Before the renovations, access to the building was a problem, especially for performing bands. Now, one of the additions to the building will be an elevator, which is still being installed. And we spoke to Sarah about this.
So once our elevator is completed, we will be 100% ADA compliant, and anybody will be able to come in and see the shows. But this is where the elevator is going to come out, right here.
Now this year, Hattie's Restaurant will host its 16th annual Mardi Gras celebration at the Canfield Casino, and I mention that because the proceeds will go to benefit Cafe Lena. Congratulations to everyone involved. In other news, well, after the fire damaged multiple buildings on the corner of Putnam and Caroline Street in Saratoga, one of the buildings was demolished. We reported on that a couple of weeks ago. But now, the building where Mia Poster restaurant was located is also scheduled to be demolished early next week. Now, an electrical malfunction caused that fire, which started in the kitchen of the Mia Poster restaurant. The fire caused multiple businesses to close. And one of those, one of our favorites, Hamlet and Ghost, is now scheduled to reopen next week. We spoke to the owner, Brendan Dillon.
You know, we will be reopening without a kitchen. We're going to be doing some kind of food. I don't have it 100% figured out yet, but probably salumi and cheese and some other things like that. Simple things we can execute without, a full kitchen. So, yeah, we're excited to get back up and running, make some cocktails for people, and get back to work.
Good luck, Brendan. Switching from news to weather. Well, temperatures remained in the low 20s. It was cold. Let's see how the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. Time now to take a look at our first look weather forecast update across much of the region right now. A little bit more quiet weather with high pressure in control. We saw that cold front push through last night, but down to the south, different story. They're going to be seeing a chance of some wintry precip across portions of the southeast, and as that system does push into the Carolinas, could see some heavier snowfall across portions of the southeast Carolinas and southern portions of Virginia. As far as we go, 12 degrees overnight in Albany, 14 in Burlington, Arlington, we'll see 20s and teens scattered about across the Northeast, but here across the Tri-North Counties, going to see those upper single digits, low teens, mostly cloudy skies, but a dry night expected. Wind chills making it feel like it's as cold as 5 at times. Now we'll see some sunshine trying to burn through the cloud cover tomorrow. Daytime high reaching 23, so not too bad out there. Once again, got to account for the wind. It'll likely make it feel like we're sticking in the teens all day long. So 20 degrees as we head into daytime Sunday. We could also see at least a brief chance at a few passing snow showers out there. Monday 23, and then we'll see temperatures jumping up another 10 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday, with a chance of rain returning Wednesday. Wednesday's high 42 degrees. Well, that's it from the First Look Weather Center. Now let's get back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Brian. Here's a story that we're going to be following. The American Legion continues to advocate for veterans' rights. Now, 3.5 years ago, you might remember, Governor Cuomo signed the Alternative Veterans School District Tax Exemption Bill. Fancy name. But what it means is that the exemption is offered on a district-by-district basis across New York. And currently, the Ballston Spa and Saratoga Springs school districts have not granted this exemption for veterans. Well, Tom Riley, a veteran and advocate for this exemption, will present a proposal to the Ballston Spa School Board on January 18th. We spoke to him today about this.
For us to say that the governor has passed the legislation and not act on it is not fulfilling the intent of the legislation. We need to move on this issue and apply it to the community where we live.
Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be following this story and let you know how it goes when Tom comes back and gives us an update. All right, up next, I sit down with Tom Fuston. He's the president and CEO of Capital Fund of Saratoga County. He's here to talk about the possibility of the Saratoga Horse Show moving its location. Plus, I also sit down with Ed Bartholomew. He's the president of Warren County EDC. He's here to talk about developments happening in Glens Falls and Warren County in 2017. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. It's Friday, so I want to thank the crew, and that would be Jesselyn and Drew and Andrew and Jack, Norm, and Twinette. They're the ones who make this show possible each week. Also, reminder, it's Elvis Presley's birthday on Sunday. Some of you viewers will have to go into your history books to figure out who that is, and others are just jumping up and down right now. But it just reminded me that, you know, Capricorns are an unusual breed. And I did a little research, and I found out that Elvis and Jesus, Richard Nixon, there's another one for the history books for some of you, Tolkien, Drew, who works here, are all Capricorns. And guess who else? Me. I know you're dying to know that. So, at any rate, Capricorns. I think it had something to do with being born in winter, but I'm not sure. Last but not least, I've been hearing from some viewers about the changes in our weather forecasting. Thank you for the comments. Particular thanks to Pascal, who writes in on occasion, and he liked the graphics. So thank you, and keep watching, all right? All right, tonight on Look TV, we've got Beyond the Headlines and Tracks. That's our music show. We've got new episodes of Tracks coming up, by the way. I want you to have a safe weekend, and don't forget, tune in Monday night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.